Hey, so everybody, what's up? And I'm back with another video today. And so finally, I'm back with another video with a really interesting topic, and that is about smartphones. Now, each and everybody is just using smartphones nowadays. Now, even some people who do not have indeed enough money, they are even are having smartphone. Now, by chance your smartphone is not working right now, or you are just planning to buy a new phone, well, you are again at the right place, because in this video you may say that I am going to give you a guide that how can you purchase the best smartphone under the best under the best budget category or something like that. It is not the top 5 or top 10 list under that much dollars or rupees, but in this video I will tell you that on what should you mainly focus before buying your own one means the smartphone. So watch this video till the end and be sure to smash on the like button and even buy a new smartphone for yourselves. So I am here Pragyan Pranay and you are watching my channel Technical Pragyan. Let's get learning. So here are actually many factors. Firstly, there are many factors if you have to buy a new smartphone. Now there are various things on which you can just put emphasis. For example, you can even buy a flagship phone, a mid-range phone and a budget segment phone. Now budget segment is just you may say cheap phones, mid-range means around on the middle price, and flagship means costly or high price phones. Now for high price phones we have our iPhone 10, Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus, Honor 10, I think, as per as I remember. Honor 10 was also a brilliant smartphone with I think triple camera setup, and that was literally a firing up camera. But now without any further delay, let's get straight onto the first topic. Now, well, if firstly you should do emphasis on a particular thing, that is called a display. Now you have to just see that what is the display. Now it could be 16:9, 19:9, or a notch display, that is 19:9, a simple phone which is nearly bezel-less. And now what do you mean by bezels? Now just you may say the small outlines of your phone which just hold up your screen. It should be bezel-less. Just try getting a bezel-less phone. 16:9 phone which does not have any notch, or 19:9 phone is also a bright choice for buying a smartphone, but I don't think that it would give you the 100% feeling of something kind of like bezel-less. And on my channel I am just talking for the first time about any particular smartphone or something kind of like that. So you should even just make emphasis on the particular screen and even its resolution. Now it could be HD, it could be even SD, that is very low quality, that is the 480p which you generally see upon the YouTube. Yep, the SD quality, full HD quality, and even some other phones which may have 4K indeed. Now particularly the phone which I am using right now is 1920 by 1080, or wait, the 1920 you of course get in a laptop or a computer, because in a smartphone you get 1080 into 1920, which is indeed a full HD display. But the point is that why you are using the 1080 into 1920, that is of the portrait mode, because you generally just operate the phone with the portrait mode, and it is really very important to just shoot your videos or even some screen recordings in HD. Actually the phone which is having a full HD display, it would give you a proper it would give you a proper option for recording in full HD indeed, but your screen. So be sure to firstly check out your display. Now second thing is that about the audio jack. Yep, the audio jack and even the charger. Yep, the charger jack which you are putting. Now nowadays in the budget segment phones you can just go and see, and you will get some numerous options, just like you are having a micro USB. Yep, a USB to micro USB cable, which is generally used nowadays in the smartphones, and literally they are really not fast, because if you are going for a fast charger you have to see one more thing, that is the processor. We will talk about this in this video only. So you have to even focus that whether you are having an audio jack that is of 3.5 mm, and even your charger jack, because the charger jack even helps you to charge your phone a lot more faster. And if you talk about your particular 3.5 mm jack, if you are just a music lover, then I would just suggest that don't go for any phone which does not have that, because otherwise you have to buy a splitter, or maybe the phone in the package itself may give you a splitter. That would be great, but still I don't think that you should go and buy something kind of like a phone which does not have an audio jack if you are a music lover. Don't go and purchase that phone, because that phone is not for you. And the third thing which is really very important is about your processor. Well, now we can talk now we can make a separate video upon this, that what is a processor. Well, what is a processor now? It is generally the thing which helps you to process each and every thing in your mobile. Now for example, let me just give you an example for a mobile processor or a computer processor. Wait, first computer processor. Now you can see the Core i3, Intel Core Duo i3, i5, i7, and I think i9 is even out. And these all codes or all these CPUs or the processors, yep, the processor or the CPU, the central processing unit, is the particular i3, i7, i5 or Intel Core Duo, whatever the particular version is. Now it is the example of Intel. Now AMD also provides various processors for you in a really cheap cost with more cores. Well, now what are these? We will talk about the processor in a particular video. So firstly, in this video I will just only tell you that what you have to do if you want to just buy a particular phone. By seeing the processor, just make sure that you are particularly buying the Qualcomm's, yep, the Qualcomm Snapdragon processor. Well, I think that many of you must not be something kind of techno friendly, but if you are, then be sure to just check all the specifications of the particular processor. Even if you are knowing the concept of the processor, that what technology it is using, it is 40 nanometer, 10 nanometer, you can see this. I will make a separate video upon this, that what is a processor. But if you are just buying a phone, then be sure that it is of Qualcomm Snapdragon, and the bigger the number is of the particular processor, the better the phone will be. Just like you are having Snapdragon 630, Snapdragon 625, Snapdragon 636, Snapdragon 660, Qualcomm Snapdragon 710, and most probably the latest is the Snapdragon 845. 850 is also being developed, but for the computers. Maybe you can just see it in some kind of like a future, but right now the 845 is the latest for the smartphone. And particularly in the mobile phones, you get a particular graphics card or a GPU or a graphic processing unit with the processor. Means it is whether that it is Adreno 505, 500 or whatever. I don't have much knowledge about this, but the better the number of the processor is, means the bigger the number of the processor is, the better your phone will perform. And right now, if you are just buying a Qualcomm's processor, then go for the 845. If you don't have enough money, or you are just willing to buy a flagship phone, or in something kind of like a mid-range phone, even you can get 845. OnePlus 6, OnePlus 5, they both are having the same processor. Kind of something difference in the RAM, because DDR4X is being used up right there. Well, so particularly I would just tell you that how can you just make that up. Well, after the processor, the last thing which I would tell you is about the RAM. Now what is RAM? Why do we need it? Each and everything is right here on the I button. Go and see the video. Particularly I will just give a short description that what is a RAM. Now RAM does not help in boosting up the performance of your phone. It will, but only 5%. 95% goes to the processor. That I have not particularly mentioned in that video, but RAM is the main thing which gives you a power of doing multitasking. Now these are your recent screens. Each and every phone now it is available that you are running around 10 applications, 20 applications, or maybe Google Chrome with more than 100 tabs in the background. So your RAM or the random access memory helps you that how many applications you can run in your particular smartphone. Now that will be literally awesome that if you are using the latest RAM. Now it is having various it is having various types of speed even, that are DDR4, DDR3, DDR4X, which is the current latest. If you are going to buy a phone, then be sure to just check the RAM speed even, because this will also affect your smartphone with the multitasking. The faster your RAM is, the better multitasking you can do. So I hope so you have even understand the small concept of this RAM. You can go and check the video of what is a RAM. You will get the link in the description, and most probably in the I button you must have seen earlier. You can just go and check it out, even that video, because that is really very important, and even my most popular upload if you talk about my technology explained series. So that was all for the video, guys. If you liked it, then be sure to smash down the like button down below. Also subscribe to my channel for more technology related videos, tips, tricks and tutorials, because I just love posting them on here. right at YouTube. YouTube is such a great platform. So consider subscribing to my channel. I will give you more technology related videos as soon as possible for me. So I will meet with my next video. Till the time, bye bye.